Okay, hello people. Welcome back to the Twitch channel of Dragon Gaming. This is Diamond JCS talking, and today it's gonna be Duocast actually, together with Bowmaster, former coach of our CS:GO team. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this matchup between our team and CHAKIERZY on this too. First question for you. I haven't seen our team playing Dust 2 yet. How do you think they prepared for this one?
To be frankly honest, when I coached, we didn't really play Dust, and I've talked to Abba today, and they have been practicing a bit, but not that much. And hopefully they will have. I haven't really watched any of the CHAKIERZY demos, but hopefully they don't play Dust as well. But they probably do. So this has probably been a busy couple of days for Abba and Josh to they've probably done some demo reviews and trying to find the weaknesses of the opponents, and hopefully they will be able to prepare from that. But from my time as the coach, we never played Dust, and that might be a problem for Dragon Gaming. But hopefully it will not be. Hopefully they should know how to play the map, but I don't know if they have that deep of a strat book as they should have.
Okay. I checked for CHAKIERZY. I think they played Dust 2 once at the very start of the open season. They lost it 16-8, I think. So that's not really much information on how CHAKIERZY plays their Dust 2. Yeah, of course, I do agree with you. Like, I do know that team is not really familiar with this too, the same way they are with Inferno, by example. So it's gonna be interesting how this is gonna, yeah, go turn out. And I actually see people saying in the Twitch chat they can't hear you. I'm not entirely sure if that is correct. I'm gonna check my audio is up. Can you say something?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Uh,
Streamlabs is showing the audio, so it should be working. For the people in Twitch chat, if you can't hear Bo talking after I talked, please make sure to let me know so I can look into that. But audio should be working perfectly fine.
I want to check the stream because I have the stream up. Yeah, I can hear me on the Twitch stream, so that should be all good.
Okay. And we actually see that all players are into the server, so we just have to wait for people to ready up, and then the game will go live. And we actually see that someone disconnected. Not entirely sure who that is. So nobody disconnected. It's just 6 people on site. Maybe question, Bo. I'm pretty sure you saw the last games from the team. What we saw in the 2 previous games on Inferno for Dragon Gaming is that they prepared very well on what their opponent did, and they won the pistol rounds every time on those games, and setups were there each time on the stats of the opponents. Are you expecting that they are gonna do something in the same way in this game now, with limited information, or do you think they are just going to go by their own IDs?
I think they're most likely gonna go by their own ideas because they don't really have that. I don't really have that deep of a strat book, so they will probably just call on the fly, call what Abba and Josh knows. The Dust 2 is a pretty common map to play. Everyone knows how to play the map. It's pretty easy to take long control, short control. Like, everyone knows how to play the map, but the interesting thing is to see if Dragon Gaming really has that those defaults and those importance cost strats that you can actually just pull out of your hat in any single round. If they have those anti-eco strats, those forest by strats, those we will really see if they have prepared these couple of days, and if they don't, they will be in some trouble. But the individuals on Dragon Gaming is really good, so I think they can still have a good chance if they haven't prepared that well.
And we actually just saw the knife round going to CHAKIERZY, so they are going to be choosing the side. Game is not live yet, people, so the kills that you see coming in right now, they don't count. The round has not started yet. We are waiting for both sides to ready up again and to have CHAKIERZY choose a side. And CHAKIERZY is going to start on the city side. Interesting, I'd say, for this 2, because, well, this 2 is one of the only maps where it's, I would say, more T-sided, mainly because of, well, the double door on middle. But the recent change as well on B, the double door on B side, inverted direction, actually gives opportunities to cities to retake more easily. And the first round is going to be on the way. And we actually see 3 people for CHAKIERZY making their way towards B, 2 on A, and DRGN Gaming just grouping up on mid and long.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting round. Kitty with the smoke 2 flashes, probably going to be a short play. They're probably going to smoke short, flash twice, and then go from there.
Some shots coming in from Dentio onto mid, but not connecting anything. We see DRGN Gaming just playing it careful, not pushing into any side directly, trying to gather some information. And CHAKIERZY not doing the same, actually, just keeping the people very far back. That's the first kill coming in for DRGN Gaming onto East. Some shots through the smoke, but not really connecting. And we see the entries coming in on B, a bit of blocking there. But the kills come, and it's a 4v2 situation for DRGN here.
And that's a really nice execute from DRGN Gaming, smoking CT and then just bouncing off 3v2. That's a great piece around, but let's see if they can convert it.
That's actually great retake from CHAKIERZY, but it's a 1v1. Ubba, ooh, almost gets taken down there. Gets the kill. First round goes to DRGN Gaming. CHAKIERZY only almost making their way back into that site in a 4v2. But full rotate through tunnels from Ubba, bringing back and clutching out round. So we're gonna see, just like the previous 2 games, DRGN Gaming winning the pistol round. It got close though, but a good start for them. And CHAKIERZY is actually on a 4 spy here, a scout and 4 pistols to back that up. And we see an AK, 3 Galils and a scout coming out for DRGN Gaming.
Yeah, this is going to be a really important round from DRGN Gaming to convert. As we can see, some nice shots from Abba down middle, just holding them at bay, make sure that no one pushes long, which is really important on Dust 2, because you can't allow the CT side to have either long or short control, because if they do, the defending the A side becomes really easy as a CT. You can just play retake in a 5v4 or a 5v3, which is really hard as a T to defend. And right now, DRGN Gaming is doing a great job pushing up short.
That is actually a great flash, and barely the kill for CHAKIERZY, and the trade comes there for DRGN Gaming. Still a 4v3, so still anyone's round pretty much. About tagging Ist, who's pushing on long. Gets stacked down a little bit as well, but we see the city side backing off towards A. Just gonna keep 2 on short actually, and in the meanwhile JW Fox making his way through middle, and the remaining players from DRGN making their way towards B.
Yeah, as we can see, Josh is sneaking into the B side. He can just catch us, that Toma guy, by himself, and they should really save now CHAKIERZY. They have nothing going for them in this round. It's a 4v2 and they're on the A side, so this is going to be an easy save, saving those Galils and the head armor that they have. So they will probably do something aggressive with the 2 guns that they are saving right now. And so DRGN Gaming should really be careful next round not to rush anything, just playing slowly, letting Abba find his tags with the scout, and they should be able to survive. But let's see if Abba can take that kill, and he does. That's great from Abba. Great awareness from him. Just getting rid of that armor and that CZ, so just so that they can't allow them to have that next round. And they will just have the Galil on Ruski left, and let's see if Osa can take it. He can't, that's a shame. But yeah, next round can be dangerous. He can drop over a dig, but let's hope that DRGN Gaming plays slowly and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and we actually see CHAKIERZY, well, they force bot into the second round, and they are not good on weapons, but like you said, Bo, these rounds can be very dangerous, even against pistols. We've seen that in previous games, how many pistol rounds actually got converted, or were just doing a lot of damage, and it is also the first kill coming in for CHAKIERZY on long. Ruski gets taken down to 19 HP though. JW behind on long, checking, but no kills coming in further. JW not pushing out yet on long for this player on his right side. Being careful. I do think he's going to check for it to see if so. He does get stacked, but with some back to him. That's the kill over towards JW Fox. And it's gonna be 4-on-4 again.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great run from DRGN Gaming so far. They're really playing it slowly, clearing every angle. Abba might have lost that opening pick, but as we can see, they collected the guns. They just drop a scout, which they don't really need in the next round, so that's fine. And let's see if DRGN Gaming can take this A side from long. We can see ESEA close to the smoke. Let's see if... Oh, that's a great check by Waza. And let's see if Ruski can get something else done with that. He gets a tag, and that's great trading from DRGN Gaming. They get 2 kills that round.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's great trading from DRGN Gaming, just allowing them to take 2 kills. And that's nothing to worry about. They can still invest in this round, and we can see that Abba brings out the big green gun for the first time of the game.
I actually saw that people said the audio from the speaking was a bit loud, so just adjusted that, so it should be good again. And yeah, that was actually a good run from DRGN Gaming. We do see CHAKIERZY on their first full buy right now. 2 players on B, but very far back, so DRGN Gaming can make this entry. Ubba with the first, and the second kill onto Tomac, who just stands with a smoke in his hand and gets caught completely off guard, and that's just a B-side bomb. Kitty does get traded here on short, but first full buy for CHAKIERZY, and it immediately goes to just a simple B-take for DRGN Gaming, and that's the round done. CHAKIERZY cannot really go for this, don't have any defuse kit, and well, DRGN Gaming doing that entry, just completely catching CHAKIERZY off guard. So yeah, great stuff from them. And we see CHAKIERZY just over towards the A area, long, short, and side, trying to save the guns.
I think this is going to be a common theme throughout this game, is getting Abba those opening kills and really using that individual skill that DRGN Gaming has, and they should really use it against a team that plays Dust2, because Dust2 is a very puggy map. You can really exploit the rotations, and you can really just find those 1v1s that you want to find as an opper. So I think Abba will have a great game this game, because he needs it for DRGN Gaming to be able to win this game. And if I know Abba, that's the thing. He can step up whenever he needs to, and he knows it himself. And I think that everyone knows in the team what he can do. So Josh is probably gonna call a bit more around Abba this game, just because he can get those opening kills as the upper, which is really, really important on Dust2.
Certainly is, and DRGN Gaming off to a good start for rounds up, and not too much utility left anymore on the city side. Looked a bit like there was someone pushing on short, but that was just a decoy. Some damage coming in on both sides, and it's actually gonna be 2 for 2. The Molotov getting 2 kills on the players on short, but Ubba catching one on the rotate. smoke goes down on short, it's a 3v2 for Dragon Gaming, but there's still anyone rounds, although CHAKIERZY only has 1 smoke and 1 flash left, compared to Dragon, who has, well, 2 of everything almost.
And this is a great call going towards long. Just letting Abba post up in pit, trying to find that guy towards site. And it will, great pick from Abba, and then now they can just explode onto that A side because they know that the last guy is probably gonna be towards B. But as we can see, he's actually towards short, and let's see if he catches off Slevo. But he doesn't get the kill, which is good for Slev, and it's a 3v1.
Pushes in and Abba gets a nice flick, and that's 5-0. And CHAKIERZY, they still have money to buy, but not gonna be a great buy. And we actually see just 2 deagles, 3 deagles coming out, a 4th, and maybe a 5th deagle. No, a CZ. And CHAKIERZY really not getting into this game. Dragon Gaming just taking every round very well, and we actually see push coming in along here with the pistols. Flashes on both sides, and ooh, that's Rusky getting 1 through the smoke, but 2 kills coming back for Dragon Gaming. Rusky checks, misses the shots, and gets caught off by Kiddy in return. Dragon Gaming the loose one, but CHAKIERZY already down to only 2 players, and Abba gonna catch off 1 on A. That just leaves Tomac on the B tunnels.
This is another great run from Dragon Gaming, just playing it calm, they know that they're probably gonna go up against a semi-buy or a force buy, so they're playing it calm, they're going for the basic map control that you really need on that T side, and they are trading effectively right now. And if they continue like this, I don't see any flaws right now, so this is a great start by Dragon Gaming.
And we actually see in the meanwhile Dragon Gaming, they rotated through T-spawn to B, and Tomac didn't catch any of that. He went through tunnels at the perfect timing actually for Dragon Gaming, and didn't spot any one of them. Will save the AK though. But that's the info for Tomac that players are indeed on B. And actually looks like he's a bit hunting for this, which is a bit questionable to me because, well, you're not gonna have a great round next round economy-wise, so you want to keep all those guns on your city side. The Abba pushing, gets taken down, but that's the info for Waza. And can Waza get this kill? He gets tagged down pretty bad and still gets the kill, and good. Well, that just sucks because the bomb explosion took him down.
Yeah, that's great by Tomac, just getting those 2 exit kills, and as you can see, they don't really need the money for the city side, but as we can see, the enemy team is bringing out double ops, so that's gonna be an interesting for Dragon Gaming. Let's see how they can handle this asset.
And it's actually kills going back and forth on long. Abba, when flashed, looked like he got the first kill there. Then straight kills on each side and following up. The mesh shot coming from CHAKIERZY. Abba, does he spot? That was such a close play there. I don't know if he can spot a player without the X-ray. Turn it off right now, but I think Abba spotted at least 1 on the side. Shots coming in. That's Tomac getting 1. And it's 3-on-3 again. Abba cleans the player on the A side, and in the meanwhile, Waza getting a kill, and Abba just cleans up long. And bit of a messy round, but Dragon Gaming just converting it very easily, and well, that's 7-0 onto the board. And CHAKIERZY, they tried a double AWP setup. Interestingly enough, do not put a single one on mid, and yeah, that's just a very quick round from Dragon Gaming, converting that, and CHAKIERZY just down to deagles again.
Yeah, the next, I think next gun round, CHAKIERZY needs to do something aggressively because they've been playing pretty passive, taking a bit of long control, trying to fight for it, but they have lost multiple times now, so the next round they're probably going to try to do something aggressive towards either A or B. That's at least what I would have told my team to do, because you really need to go aggressive on the CT side of Dust 2 when you're being shut down like they're being right now. And double offs won't really solve that. I understand that they're trying to solve it with that, but it doesn't really help if you don't have the money to bring out that secondary op every single time.
That is indeed true. And actually, we see Tomac here now for the city side on mid. Behind the double door, not taking any shots just yet. But it's actually one of the very few rounds where CHAKIERZY puts a player on the middle doors, and that's something you don't see often, where the city side doesn't put a single player on the mid area, because, well, this is something we've seen the entire half so far. CHAKIERZY just leaving that mid area completely open, leaving it just to the defense on both sides. And that's what we are seeing again now with the short push coming in and the quick kill from Waza there. And Ubba catches Ruski on mid. And that's just the A side, and Ubba getting a second. Bomb goes down with little time left.
Yeah, that's a great lurk from Abba in top mid. And as we can see, Tomac getting 1 kill to Slevo. Let's see if he can save that gun. Probably not, because Abba is in mid. Let's see if Abba can get this kill. Great kill from Abba and Was as well. That's just playing it calmly, playing it safe, and they're trading really effectively right now.
I don't know if this is the strength of DRGN Gaming or just CHAKIERZY totally not getting into the game, but it's 8-0 right now in this half, and already a good first half for DRGN Gaming. And CHAKIERZY on a full buy again, but we do see Ruski with the AWP. He doesn't have any utility with that, so every time CHAKIERZY gets to these full buys, they are just very limited on utility. And DRGN Gaming, well, if you look at their bank, they have 2 players with over $10,000 in the bank, and even if DRGN Gaming loses 1 or 2 rounds now, they still have the potential of breaking CHAKIERZY over and over again. And that's actually a shot coming onto Ubba through the floor, so not gonna do major damage just yet.
Yeah,
and looking for this player, and he got him.
Yeah, for some reason Ryakus bought a scout into a full gun round. I don't really know why, because he had the money for an M4 with the utility, but he chose to play with a scout. He could have also picked up an AUG. I don't really know what's going on right now, but hopefully they can get their grip together and trying to find at least a couple of rounds to make this game interesting for DRGN Gaming. As we can see, Kitty got a great kill towards mid on the mid doors, and this is going to be another short execute, which is looking towards 5v2.
Shots come in on short, but Kitty through the smoke, and Ruski alone here on A, and also gets taken down by Kitty with the jump shot, and that's just very fast the side cleaned up. Then Seal tries to go for this headshot, but Ubba says no and gives one back. And that's going to be 9-0, and CHAKIERZY, there's a match pass coming in. I assume that's gonna be for CHAKIERZY, but DRGN Gaming just the perfect game for them this far. And it's actually crazy because, well, that pistol round started with a 4v2 advantage for CHAKIERZY. A great retake from them coming in, and just with Ubba clutching that round, instead of a 1-0 start for CHAKIERZY, we are now looking at a 9-0 lead for DRGN Gaming, and it's just crazy how close that first round was. But after that, CHAKIERZY never really got into this game, and they are still trying to make their way in, and we see just 5 pistols coming out again. So it's crazy how the game started, and you're seeing the dominance from DRGN Gaming, and it's only gonna keep growing with each round they take.
Yeah, and as we can see, Abba has actually fragged more than the entire team of CHAKIERZY, which is pretty insane after 9 rounds. But that's just showing how much Abba is really doing this game. He's really playing well, and CHAKIERZY is not finding the kills that they really need. They haven't made a single round close except for that pistol round, which what you're talking about, Diamond. And that's a real problem for them. They need to start posting at least some kills on the board to be able to win this game.
The entries come in on B, kill goes back. Actually, 2 kills go back. Dencio with the deagle, making some great work. Gets taken down now in return. And Kitty catches the player off guard rotating. Might get shot in the back from middle. Throws a Molotov in city. Catches this player in mid, shots going both sides. Kitty gets the kill but gets taken down in return, and Ubba with the kill to finish off the round. And you said it before as well, Bo, at the start of the game. You mentioned Ubba, that he was going to be the player who had to pick up kills here in this game for DRGN Gaming to win this game. And well, if we look at the scoreboard, Ubba with 19 kills, and the second for DRGN Gaming is Wazo with 9 kills. So your prediction is completely right, and I think that's also a compliment as a coach, that you were able to predict very well what is needed for DRGN Gaming to win this game. And it seems like they listened very well to you and are making the best of the situation right now, because 10 rounds in a row is great. And that's actually the first kill for CHAKIERZY going in. But yeah, it's actually great to see DRGN Gaming putting this performance on.
Yeah, this is something I don't really get, that Tom is pushing long when they have a 5v4. Like, that's just something that you don't do. That's just unnecessary, giving up that easy kill for Slevo. He doesn't take that much damage either, so I don't really know what they're doing right now. They're just pushing when they're not supposed to push, and they're playing passively when they're not supposed to play passive. So I don't know if they're a bit tilted right now, or if they just, their strat book isn't that deep. But as we can see, Ryan is getting a kill towards Wasan short. So this is more and more looking towards B finish.
Ooh, JW pushes through middle, almost catched off Dencio on the B double doors, but going to be Ryaku's on the city instead, taking down JW. And we see the remaining 2 players for DRGN Gaming. They make their way over towards the A side. Some damage coming in. Ubba gets the kill. They have to clear out this player on the side. Ubba, ooh, misses the shot, and that's gonna be the first round for CHAKIERZY onto the board. That push from CHAKIERZY when it was 5v4 looked like they were going to damage themselves. But they are actually taking the first round on the board now. Of course, we do see that still 1 player of them is only on a FAMAS and just 1 grenade, so they won the round, but still not great money. Not left much in the bank also if they would happen to lose this round. So DRGN Gaming, they lose their first round, but still in a big advantage with this position from Tomac. If they don't check this, this could be huge. Flashes come out. Tomac gets flashed, but nobody's checking this, and Tomac just gets 3 kills there, and that is just not good from DRGN Gaming, not checking their angle at all.
Yeah, that's really sloppy from DRGN Gaming. They shouldn't lose a round like that. They shouldn't just run in sites without any flashes or any molotovs like that. That's just a bit of a waste, actually. But let's see if they can bounce back now, because they need to get that momentum up again, because this is a team that's really momentum based, and I think that if they get the momentum up to the CT side, this game can end pretty quickly, actually.
I do think there was a flash onto Tomek when entering that B site. But yeah, the flash was there, but no check at all on the left side and that corner on B. And I said it, Tomek could do huge damage there with the FAMAS, and he makes it work. So that's gonna be 2 to 10 now for CHAKIERZY, and you actually see Tomek pushing on mid here, does some damage to Waza with that grenade. We actually see CHAKIERZY putting just one player on B side and playing closer up on short, trying to push Dragon Gaming back. But Dragon doesn't look like they are going to step up on this. Molotov on short, not doing any damage just yet. Some Molotovs coming out, some grenades. AW was taking some damage, but the smoke is there. Damage on both sides now. And actually, that's a good grenade, but ooh, Ryaku's gets leveled through the smoke. And this push from Tomek is something we've seen earlier. A bit of a questionable push, because, well, that push from Tomek through the smoke and that push from B leaves the B side open, but Dragon Gaming nearly make that into the B side. Dragon Gaming, great recovery, and we see the same actually, that pushes from CHAKIERZY costing them the position in the rounds.
Yeah, that's a great hold from, and you can see that little boost over the wall there on the B side, just allowing Abba to pick over on a really, really difficult angle to pre-fire, and that's just a great post plant from DRGN, and that's something that they probably have worked on, because post plants are probably one of the most important things to know, actually, because if you don't have a post plant, it doesn't matter if you get the bomb down or not, because you don't really know what to do afterwards, and that's a great thing from Dragon Gaming. But we can see the push in the upper tunnels, and Josh gets killed in lower dark as well. So this is a 5v3 for CHAKIERZY, and let's see if Dragon Gaming can do something with this round, or if this is just going to be another round for CHAKIERZY.
Yeah, and this is actually the first round that CHAKIERZY is actually really pushing within the first 10 seconds of the round. We see it pays off for them. Immediately get 2 kills onto Dragon and still have 5 alive in this round. So Dragon Gaming, we're not expecting that change of pace from CHAKIERZY coming into this 14th round, but Ubba's still in the game. Ubba's been performing like a madman. So CHAKIERZY, you have not won this round yet, but neither has Dragon Gaming, of course. And we actually see the full squad from Dragon Gaming making their way over towards the A side, but in the meanwhile, Tomek pushing on the lower tunnels. So if Dragon Gaming takes too much time here, that's gonna be the information for CHAKIERZY that's everyone's is going towards A, and we actually see the rotate coming in. At the moment, Dragon Gaming is making the push towards A side. The shot through the smoke, 2 shots through the smoke. Ubba gets one back, and Ubba, can you ace this? Get some damage.
This is a hard round for Abba. He can't really do anything with the 10 seconds left as well. Yeah, that's a bit of a sloppy play as well, because they threw the longer smoke in. If you just have one smoke left, you usually want to throw the closer one, because then you can jump over and get covered by the wall. But that's just something that comes with experience on the map, and as I know personally, because I'm the former coach, we don't really play this map, and that's something that they haven't really practiced with, and they just do their best. And as we can see, their best is really good right now. They're 11-3 up, and they have almost a full buy again. So let's see if they can get this 15th round. And that's a great opening kill by Waza in upper dark. From the push from the Nico again. They're just playing so aggressively right now, and that's a great pick from ESEA, towards Abba, the heavy hitter for Dragon Gaming.
That is a great flick indeed, and I see people in the chat making fun that the game is going over pretty quickly, ordering pizza, making some popcorn. Well, people, I'm just gonna tell you, if the game goes over fast or not, you should have that ready by the game so you can watch the entire game enjoying your food. But yes, the game is indeed going great for our team. But CHAKIERZY, they are slowly making their way back into this game. And that's actually 2 kills coming into B. A third one for Ruski, and that's going to be a 4th round for CHAKIERZY. I'm gonna say that name so many times that I'm just gonna start mumbling at some point.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
We see the 4th round for CHAKIERZY coming onto the board. 11-4 for the first half. A great half for Giant Gaming. Made a few mistakes towards the end of that first half, and I think that Giant Gaming, well, I said earlier they had a perfect half, but if we look at it, Giant Gaming, the rounds that they lost, they made some mistakes they shouldn't have made, and that's just showing the dominance from them, that the only rounds that CHAKIERZY was able to get was because of mistakes from Dragon Gaming. And even then, they were close rounds sometimes with the pushes, mainly from Tomek on the side from CHAKIERZY coming in. So yeah, most definitely interesting how this second half will go. Has not started yet, so the kills you see coming in, people, don't mean anything. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting if Trend Gaming can convert another pistol round here. Because if they do, they're gonna put CHAKIERZY, well, in a really tough situation, because you don't want to lose this pistol round coming into the second half if you're on the T side.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And no, the interesting thing is, how will Dragon Gaming play their CT side? Because as I've said before, this is their first game on the map, and we don't really know their setups. So, but we usually have Waza on the secondary op, so he's probably gonna play towards B or mid, and then Kiri usually plays with him. So those two are probably gonna play towards B and rest towards A. So yeah, I think this can be a great off from Dragon Gaming. They just need to keep the comms down and just use their individual skills to really push them through this game. As I've said multiple times, they really need it to be able to succeed this game, because as we said, this is their first game, and hopefully we can see them winning the pistol round and just converting it as well, because if they win it and they don't convert it, that's great for CHAKIERZY, because then they get a full reset of the CT sided so early, and then they can really start steamrolling on this T side.
Yes, that is true indeed. That's the thing with the economy on city side. Like, I feel like this is more of an issue for the city side than it was before. Because, well, what you see now is for the cities that if they lose rounds, it doesn't matter if they won 1 round, 2 rounds, or 3 rounds before that. You barely see the city side really building a big economy nowadays with the CSGO system. Before this was not the case with the earlier economic system in CSGO, but we're actually seeing that it's getting a lot harder for a city side to maintain a good economy. And that's of course, well, because most maps are city-sided, it's easier as a city side, of course, as well. But I do think that that is something major that changed with the game some time ago when those changes were introduced. Well, of course, to balance out the game. But sometimes it's crazy that you can win 5 rounds as a city side, and after losing the 6th round 10, you could be completely broken economy-wise.
Yeah, and that's also a little fun fact. If the game would have ended 8-7, or the half would have ended 8-7, it's actually better for the T side to lose the pistol and win the force buy, because then they reset the CTs to completely 0. Because if you win the pistol as a T side and the CTs get 5 kills, they can actually full save and get a full buy the next round. So as they, of course, CHAKIERZY can't really do that now because they have 4 rounds. But if the score would have been like 8-7 or 9-6, that's actually a viable strategy if you know that your force buys are really good.
Yes, that is true. And we see the pistol round going live again. So second half is on the way. We see 2 smokes and 2 flashes coming out for the T side. 4 sets of Kevlar for Dragon Gaming and a diffuse kit and 2 flashes to back that up. And we're actually gonna see 3 people from Dragon Gaming just pushing up in middle. A very aggressive push from them and trying to get some early damage in there. And I don't know if the shots on lower tunnel come in, the shots on short as well. That's actually 2 kills, 3 kills going towards the T side. Dragon Gaming, they want to go for a very aggressive push on middle, gather themselves the information, and in the meanwhile, Kitty gets stacked down pretty well here on the A side. Dragon Gaming, they try to go for a push, but it doesn't work out for them. And I don't know if that's a push because they do not really have the experience playing on this map. They just want to pug it out, but bit of a risky play and decision, I would say, from the city side here, going into this pistol round, but it takes one back, so it's a 2v4. Ebba here on B gets taken down, and this should be the round for CHAKIERZY, and it is 11-5.
Yeah, that's a real high risk, high reward kind of play that Dragon Gaming just pulled off, or they tried to pull off, because if you get those couple of kills down mid, you can really just cement your place in mid and just lock them in. But as we can see, it can also go really, really bad, like it did that round, with everyone just dying. And we can see that they're stacking 5 towards long. And let's see if they can get a bit aggressive, maybe grab a gun. As you can see, Josh is trying to get that. And he gets, that's a nice shot from Ruski. And Slevo is trying to face again, just trying to keep the map control as good as they can with the basic utility that they have.
We actually see still 4 people for Dragon Gaming on the A side, everyone making their way over towards short except for Slevo. Slevo is grouping up with them now. But this B side is completely clear, but CHAKIERZY is not just pushing onto that, and we actually see the bump making its way over towards the lower tunnel, and this could be huge for Dragon Gaming, but no, the kills come in for the T side. Slevo gets one in return, takes the AK, and it's going to be up to him now to save this one, or at least put some major damage into the T side. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Slevo gets taken down, and Dragon Gaming, they try to go for a force by trying to deny CHAKIERZY getting back into this game, but it's gonna be 11-6 onto the board. We're still 5 rounds up for Gaming. Nothing to worry about there just yet. We see just 2 P250s coming out for Dragon Gaming.
Yeah, and they have a flash as well on Josh trying to set someone up towards long. As we can see, 4 players are towards long, and Josh is coming up as well with the flashbang. But as we can see, CHAKIERZY hasn't really sent anyone there. They just have Tom outside tunnels. But let's see if they can get a single kill here. Maybe steal that AK. But as we can see, they planted a bomb on B. But that's a nice try to grabbing an AK. But unfortunately, it doesn't really pan out the way that they wanted it to.
And we're gonna see 5 people staying alive on the T side. Just a clean round for them. Dragon Gaming, force buys, well, full buys coming in again, but we do see not a lot of utility. Well, I was gonna say not a lot of utility on buying JW, but JW still has enough money to buy himself a set of grenades. And yeah, it's gonna be up to city side again to get themselves back into this second half, because their first half was very dominant, but not yet converted any round this second half. We actually see Waza up close and short. I think that's a team grenade doing some damage to him, just 5 damage. nothing too major just yet. And Bubba is actually just covering Waza here on short. Waza just looking into the wall, waiting. Molotov comes out, forcing Waza a bit up. And we see CHAKIERZY, everyone's on that middle Xbox short catwalk area. We see the bomb now making its way to tunnel. Ubba gets one on short. Waza does some damage into the player on short, pushing behind that, but the kill is not just there yet. It's gonna be 4 on 4, and I'm on a dead body here with the spectator.
That's a shame that Waza couldn't get a kill, but that's a great shot from Abba. And as you can see, the bomb is trying to group up towards B, and this is just gonna be a B finish for CHAKIERZY.
Some
Let's see
weird
if Clever
shots
can
coming
hold
in
it.
from Ist. Going full rampage, making this entry. Dencio actually gets this entry, and the bomb plant. Oh, the bomb doesn't go down, so that's not money for the T side. And Dencio tries to push for this, but doesn't get the kill. DRGN Gaming takes a 12th round, and yeah, that was actually a great setup from DRGN Gaming on short there. Bit unfortunate that Waza wasn't able to get that second kill right off the bat there, because I think if they do that, they do not give CHAKIERZY any chance of potentially planting the bomb. Bomb didn't go down, of course, so still a decent round from DRGN Gaming, although that they lost 3 players, so we can see that they do not have the best economy at this moment. 1 MP9 onto Kitty. But DRGN Gaming, they don't give CHAKIERZY too many rounds into the second half, really trying to keep down their momentum. And it's gonna be 12-7. And Ubba is actually with a lot of more kills than the rest of the team.
Yeah, and it's great that DRGN Gaming could win that first gun roll so that they can break CHAKIERZY's economy pretty early. Because if CHAKIERZY loses this round, it's probably gonna be an eco for them or a force buy. But as we can see, they're trying to regroup towards short and trying to explode onto Abba and Josh, which is playing CT right now. So this is going to be hard for Abba, trying to hold this site completely on his own.
We see the entire T side making their way onto B. That flash failed a bit. And damage coming in on both sides. 2 kills for each. Slevo gets 1 jumping in CT. And Kiddy with the MP9 behind on short. Just surprising CHAKIERZY there. And CHAKIERZY, they look like they were heading into the A side. Of course with losing 2 players. But then just Kiddy with MP9. Coming in from short and saying, well, if I don't have a full buy, I'm just gonna use this SMG and make it work.
Yeah, that's a great round from the entire team of DRGN Gaming. Abba getting his kill that it really needs and just trying to stay alive with the help of Josh or JW, and Slevo and Kid with the 2 or 3 kills that they really need as those 2 B rotators, which is great. And that's just a great hold on the A side for DRGN Gaming, and let's see if they can keep this up, and let's see what CHAKIERZY will do this time, if they will force or if they will just eco.
And the 5 pistols just coming out for the T side. So DRGN Gaming, they actually kind of broke the T side here economy wise, which is great from them. And CHAKIERZY, well, you don't want to lose this round actually, even though it's a pistol round, because you're not gonna have a lot of money to work with in the next 2 rounds, and that's just a great hold from DRGN Gaming. 1 HP left on Ryakus and 48 on Ruski. 2 kills come in return. That grenade, if that went through, it could have done major damage, but it doesn't just yet. DRGN Gaming. 2 on the tunnels. The kills come in. And Ryakus, if you make this happen with 1 HP, you're a madman, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Ubba finds that kill with the AWP. Josh with the MP9 chewing a bit on its dead body. With showing the dominance. And yeah, CHAKIERZY, well, they were on a pistol round, but that's still not a round you want to lose because now you're down 14-7, man. Just one mistake puts DRGN Gaming onto the match point, and that is when it's really gonna weigh down mentally.
Yeah, this is a really win or lose round for CHAKIERZY, because if they lose this round, they're probably gonna lose this game. But as we can see, they're going aggressive long. Abba trying to find that opening pick. It is helped by Josh. Josh
is,
1-2
yeah.
kills.
I was gonna
And
say Ubba missing the shot, but Josh with a great backup there. We do see CHAKIERZY, they make the entries, but look at their HP. 34 on Est and 41 on Ryaku, so CHAKIERZY currently with the man advantage, but they only have one Molotov left on the entire squad, and in terms of health, they have less health left than DRGN Gaming, and a great grenade coming into the A side, taking Tomek down as well to 60 HP, and there's just not a lot of stuff left on this T side, even though they have the man advantage. In DRGN Gaming, they have 2 defuse kits. Ooh, but this rotate on short from the T side is actually gonna do great work for them, and Kitty has to back off. DRGN Gaming, they look like they were giving themselves an opportunity back into this round, but not gonna be just that. Kitty might even get caught off guard here. Wonder.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Abba that he couldn't land one of those shots, because if he would have had at least one of those kills, I think Josh would have been able to stay alive a bit longer, and they might have actually shut that down. But as we saw, Abba was not able to do that, and hopefully they were able to bounce back with this force buy that they've been able to put together. We can see that Vasa has only a deagle, but they are going aggressive long again. And the op misses his pick, and we can see that Josh is down in the pit again.
Ooh, Waza wants to throw this smoke, but gets taken down by Ryaku's, and gonna be an early 4v5. Of course, it's only the deagle out for DRGN Gaming here, so not the worst case scenario here. You'd rather have someone with a deagle going out than an M4, but of course, if it would have been an M4, it would still be recoverable. The side, a great flash on short, and Ruski with 2 great kills, making the entries on A.
Let's see if Josh can cut this bomb off towards site. He just gets the dink, and that's a great shot by Isti. And this is just going to be a save for Abba again, trying to save that up into the next round. He was holding solo B, so he's just going to go for some exit kills, maybe trying to get a few kills, and that's a missed shot that he needs to hit, but he hits the second one. And another one. Let's see if he can get one more kill, and that's great damage towards CHAKIERZY's economy.
Well, that's the thing, you see CHAKIERZY, they are hunting for this, but they are hunting one by one, and they are just damaging themselves right now. Ubba been crazy this game so far. We see him up the board with 31 kills, and the second for DRGN Gaming only with 12. But you don't want to give the best man on the opposing team, you don't want to give him, well, more momentum in this game, and you don't want to give him more confidence, because Ubba picks down 3 players here, and that's just going to be even better for him, being confident in this game and trying to drag out this game for his team. And CHAKIERZY, they try to hunt for it. They know the economy from DRGN Gaming is low, but they don't do it as a team, and they actually pay for that.
Yeah, and now we really need to see someone else trying to step up from DRGN Gaming, because Abba can't carry the entire game. He needs some help right now, because this game is getting really close now. And so we need one more guy or girl to step up in the team. And hopefully Slevo and Waza have done that before, and they're really capable of doing that. Everyone is, and let's see what Kitty can do with this USP towards tunnels.
These are actually great shots coming in on on short, and Kitty goes down on tunnel in the meanwhile. Dragon Gaming, they set up 3 players on short, but the grenades that come in there are actually doing major damage. Dragon Gaming goes for the peaks, doesn't work out just yet. Get taken down. 2 players. Slevo making his way to city, trying to run away. Gets taken down, and it's just gonna be Abba again on this B side with AWP, and I'm curious to see if CHAKIERZY is going to hunt for this again.
Yeah, hopefully they've learned the lesson not to feed the beast. Just trying to save their guns into the next round, but as we can see, East is pushing up upper tunnels and pushing CT, and that's a great shot by Denko towards window and just removing that off from the grasp of Abba. That's really been the saving grace from for Dragon Gaming this game. Just Abba with his consistent opening kills and his consistent play. But he needs to really find that on this CT side as well. We've seen a bit of a lacking accuracy, and that's a shame because Dragon Gaming needs Abba more than ever right now, and hopefully he can bring that.
Yeah, we see 4 Eagles coming out here for the city side and an MP9 behind that. So they're gonna have a half buy here, and they are still going to have money in the next round. So Dragon Gaming really using their economy to the fullest potential now, but yeah, someone has to step up together with Abba, because Dragon Gaming, they can't keep relying on Abba. Of course, Abba has been doing a great deal of damage in this first half, which he of course had to do. With that AWP on Dust 2 on the T side, you can be very strong and really perform the way you should, but Dragon Gaming, they need to step up now, because Abba cannot do everything on this side on his own, and you actually see Dragon Gaming with 5 people on the A side. The first kill for Joss coming in, almost a second, but in the meanwhile the B hit comes in and there's B side completely taken. You see Dragon Gaming just with pistols left out from this B side. CHAKIERZY got the one plant down, and CHAKIERZY making their way back into this game, going to get their 11th round onto the board after a game that, well, after the first half did not look like it would be close at all. But both teams struggling on the city side, and Dragon Gaming, they just need 2 rounds, but they're not getting into it just yet, and we actually see Slevo saving Naked, and Dragon Gaming, they are keeping all their 4 remaining players alive here. Waza tries to hunt for another AK but gets taken down. Yeah, Dragon Gaming, they really need this round now, because if they lose this round and CHAKIERZY gets to 14-12, you're gonna feel their breath, and you're gonna feel them getting really close after a first half that was not close at all. We definitely want to avoid them getting into this game completely. We actually see fast push coming in on B. And that's some good damage from Slevo coming in. Kitty getting to as well. And that's change of pace from CHAKIERZY doesn't work out just yet. Slevo does not get another kill. But Dragon Gaming, everyone's already close on this side. Grenade comes in. Does some major damage onto Ist, and Dragon Gaming, I would almost say they got a little bit rewarded by this change of pace from CHAKIERZY. Because CHAKIERZY, they just rushed it into B, but without any utility usage at all, and they are kind of making it difficult for themselves in a 3v2 situation here. Waza turns away, but ooh, JW saves his back. And Dragon Gaming with the retake, 15-11, and it looked scary at first when you saw CHAKIERZY just full sending it in towards that B side. But CHAKIERZY getting a bit cocky, I would say, not using a single flash or a single smoke going into that B side, and just giving Dragon Gaming the opportunity to hold that off.
Yeah, and that's a great spray from Kiri as well, getting those 2 kills as the B anchor, which is really important, and Slevo getting 1 kill as well, just enabling the rest of the team to, in a 5v or a 3v2, excuse me, in a 3v2 retake, which we saw that Dragon Gaming did really well. They positionally outclassed CHAKIERZY, and with their communication, they could also just find those little holes that CHAKIERZY left open on that 3v2.
We actually see CHAKIERZY making their way over towards short and long again. They rushed B, didn't work out for them, and they are like, "No, we are not doing this again." We actually see that Dragon Gaming, because of that last round, they are like, okay, the B rush didn't work, and they are actually just putting only Slevo on B. So it's really just a follow-up of rounds. CHAKIERZY just being completely caught off guard with the change of pace, and Dragon Gaming is like, well, they are not gonna do this again. And we see the whole T side making their way in onto short. Uba gets stacked down pretty well. Gets a kill, still gets a second here. And that is actually great for Dragon Gaming, but in the meanwhile, Denzil gets a kill back. With the DWP and JW. And in the meanwhile, getting the kills back, and someone had to step up, and it is Josh. Making it here for Dragon Gaming. That's 16 to 11 people, and that's game done. Come on, guys, defuse this bomb before you forget it.
Might do a G2 and forget the bomb. No, but that's a great game from Dragon Gaming. They survived it. Their CT side was a bit lacking, I would say, but still a great T-Hoff and a okay CT sided Hoff, but that's something that they need to work on. And but as we said, this is their first time playing Dust 2, so I would say that's a really good performance from them, and just great seeing them go 4-up in ESEA Open.
Yeah, I completely agree, and actually want to get a winners interview in here. So I'm just quickly gonna message someone from the team.
Yeah, I can see if I can get Abba in here.
They are on TeamSpeak, but if we both have to switch to TeamSpeak from Discord, that's gonna be a bit messy with audio. Don't go anywhere just yet, people. We're gonna get someone in for an interview. Just messaging them right now.
Yeah.
Okay, just gonna wait for someone to reply on message. Being the first for well, the first who replies is gonna be up for the interview, of course. I see he was typing a message, so it's probably gonna be Waza is gonna join us. Quickly gonna invite him.
Yeah.
I sent you friend request on Discord. Apparently, I didn't have.
Yeah, I accepted it.
Yep. Okay, gonna add Waza into this call now. Was not picking up just yet. Okay, he's online. Hello, Waza.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can. Okay, Waza, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it, bro.
Something that we've talked about a lot, me and Bo, during the cast. You guys started off very dominant on that first half. Looked like you guys had everything going your way. Abba with the crazy plays in that first half. Well, really carrying you guys through that entire first half. I think he had more kills than the entire side from CHAKIERZY together. But that second half, CHAKIERZY got himself back into the game. You guys were struggling a bit, so how did that feel for you guys?
So first of all, like I said, I'm very happy with the win. We've only really had like less than 5 hours of prac on Dust 2, as we knew looking at the vetoes it was going to most likely be Dust 2, as they pretty much banned all our maps. So for the T side, our game plan coming into it was just give Ubber a lot of freedom, because we know Ubber on his day he can be a proper menace to the other teams. But other than that, everything went pretty well for us. The CT side was rough. We're still trying to adapt to the whole Dust 2 CT rotations, taking of the map. But other than that, I think everything went pretty well.
Yeah, and just touching on that T side, I could see that Abba got a lot of space, but how was the I don't really know what to say. The T side was just so great. Okay, let's talk about the CT side. You started off okay. On the CT side, you won the first gun round, but then it started to dip a bit. How did the comms feel after those couple of rounds, and how did just the team feel? Because as we said, in the when we're casting, like someone needed to step up beside Abba, and Josh really started doing that last couple of rounds, and we saw that he got a 3K the last round. So was there something that Abba told someone to try to step up, or was it just you being as a team, just talking about it a bit and just going from there?
It was just literally to continue the momentum, honestly. Like, we knew beforehand, like, we're still adapting on our CT, so we're still trying to come to terms again, like I keep saying, with the rotations, where to be in the right times, what map control to take when the other Ts take map control. But yeah, the comms for it were perfect. There was no actual talk saying someone needs to step up, because it's a team game at the end of the day. We can have one person pop off, and granted to that person, but again, it's about keeping everyone on the same page, making sure we all know what we're doing. Even if someone's not performing as well, that doesn't mean they're not a part of the core of the team, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. We've seen in previous matches that everyone's stepping up, and today it was mainly on Nubba, but that doesn't mean that you guys didn't play great, because, well, we saw a lot of great rounds coming in from you guys, both on the T side and the CT side, and the rounds that you guys won, you really saw that the team communication was there. I think there was a round on the CT side. You guys were in a 2v3 retake on B. I think it was you, Waza, at the window. You turned your back towards the window to the T pushing you there. I said it immediately on the cast, like, oh no, Waza, don't turn around here. But I think Josh had your back there.
Yeah. The comms were, Josh called me to hold the door there, and then I said, Josh, pick up my window. And it's just the element of trust. I feel the trust is very high in our team. We don't flame for if something goes wrong, because we know mistakes are going to happen, but the trust is building fully between us all now. And as long as you've got to have confidence in your teammates, I had full faith in Josh to have my back, and like you saw, you got the kill, so that's all that matters.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, it's actually great seeing the things that you guys the things that you guys say, and the things how you guys feel about them. Like, we see that as casters as well for this game.
Yeah,
that's just great to see, of course. The next game is going to be, let me check, I don't remember exactly.
We think most likely it's going to be Dust 2 again.
It could very well be Dust 2 again. It's gonna be next Tuesday, the next game. So you're gonna have a weekend time to prepare, and gonna have Monday as well. So definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, great game overall, I'd say. Got a bit close in the second half, but in the end you guys closed it out the way you should. And again, congrats on the win. It was a very needed one as well, because, well, you guys didn't have the preparation on this too like you had on the other maps. So you guys really did perform the way you should have. So great performance there, and thanks for the interview as well, Waza.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the following games.
Hopefully we'll improve next time on Dust 2. Like, that's just a little teaser of what we've got to come. Like I said, we've less than 5 hours as a team on that map, I think we've done what we could. But we'll just come back stronger, and hopefully we'll put on an even bigger show for the next Dust 2 game, if it is Dust 2, let's say.
Well, I certainly hope so. So yes, thank you, and
I appreciate it,
thank
man.
you to the people watching as well. We're gonna be back next Tuesday with the next match of the Open Season 36. We got our 4th win in a row now, so we are getting a bit higher on the overall leaderboards, but of course the season still is long. So thank you everyone again for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next week. And thank you of course as well, Bo, for duo casting with me today. Been great, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here today.
Okay, thank you guys, and
Nice, good job, boys. Is the stream ended now?